Hi, and welcome to the first episode of our South and East Africa safari. I'm Neil, and I'm going to be your captain for the trip. Joining me in the cockpit is my trusty co-pilot Josh. Say hi, Josh.
Hi, Josh.
Taking us around this great continent is going to be the ever-reliable and almost roadworthy Rufus. It's a common misconception that a four-wheel drive is needed to traverse the vast continent of Africa. Well, Josh, myself and Rufus are going to put that misconception at the lion's mouth and run like hell.
Lion's mouth? What the hell does that mean?
In this our first episode, we've travelled 1,200 kilometres north of Cape Town to the northernmost point of South Africa, where wedged between Botswana and Namibia, we find ourselves in Kgalagardi National Park. The park is home to a variety of species of animals: springbok, wildebeest, hemsbok, giraffe, and a shitload of birds. But for us, most importantly, it's home to the Kalahari lion, cheetahs and leopards.
What about the honey badger?
Well folks, it wasn't long before we came across some of the locals. These fellas moved on pretty quickly. They're springbok. You can see they're rather springy. These guys are all over southern Africa. Along with these guys, hemsbok. This is another fella we annoyed along the way. These guys are in abundance in the park as well. They're known for their slothful attitude and their large horns. Along the way, there's plenty of things to see, like this bird's nest for instance. Luckily this fella didn't fall on top of our car. But you do have to pay attention to the road sometimes, because you never know what's coming around the corner. We ran into this fella one time at a picnic stop. Just thought he'd cruise on by. This is a wildebeest, one of the big five in Africa. And as the sun set, we'd hope next day we might see some of the big cats. What do you know? There he is himself, the Kalahari lion. A male, just hanging around with a few of the ladies. These fellas don't do much. They just laze about in the sun all day. We annoyed them too, so eventually they decided to vacate. Next, we ticked off the giraffe. Like all the other animals, these guys don't seem to do much either. They just hang around all day, being tall, and grabbing the leaves off the trees. Our time in the park was coming to a close, and still we hadn't seen a leopard or a cheetah. Then we spied this little beauty on the ridge. Fantastic! Made our whole trip worthwhile. I feel like I have an affinity with these wild cats after coming in close contact with them, and it was great to see one in the wild.
There you have it, the Kgalagardi Transfrontier Park. Well, we found our lion and a cheetah and a lot of other beautiful species, but sadly, no leopard.
And no stinking badgers.
Maybe next time. Well folks, next stop Namibia. Catch you out there on the road.